Besides my iPhone, the DJI Pocket 3 is a camera that I consistently carry with me and use to film travel vlogs and behind-the-scenes B-roll for this tech channel. Now, when the Pocket 3 first came out, I did a video about all of the official DJI Pocket 3 accessories that were released by DJI. There's a link in the description below if you want to check that video out. But now, a few months later, there are a bunch of third-party accessories that offer cheaper and in some cases better alternatives to the DJI accessories. So in this video, I'm going to show you 11 of them. And best of all, most of these are well under $25 US in cost. The first accessory is one that I think everyone should get for their Pocket 3, and these are screen protectors. This set comes with one for the camera lens and one for the big rotating LCD screen. I would definitely put a screen protector on the LCD screen, but I would not necessarily put it on the camera lens. I personally find that these screen protectors slightly degrade the image quality of the camera if I put one on the lens. And if you really want to protect the lens, there are other ways of doing so, like using the next couple of accessories. Lens filters. These are physical filters that cover the front of the camera lens by attaching magnetically, and they not only protect your lens, but they can also improve your image quality. The first one is the black mist filter. Now this version is by Ulanzi, and it's about $16 US. And there is another version by Freewell for about $30. Both are significantly cheaper than the official DJI Black Mist filter, which has to be purchased separately, does not come with the creator combo, and it runs about $60 US, which is pretty steep. Now, black mist filters are great for softening highlights and reducing sharpness, and if it's filming a face, they can also help reduce the appearance of blemishes and skin imperfections. And since I often vlog with the Pocket 3, I really like black mist filters and I use them pretty often. Another type of physical filter for the Pocket 3 is an ND, or neutral density filter. As you can see, they're pretty dark, so the whole point is to help reduce the amount of light that your camera sees. This can be really helpful when shooting in ultra bright conditions, or if you're shooting in so-called cinematic settings, where your shutter speed is double that of your frame rate. If you shoot in cinematic settings, chances are your shot is going to be a little overexposed or too bright, unless you add an ND filter. This 3-pack of ND filters are by Ulanzi. They cost about $40 US, and they are cheaper than the DJI official ND filters, which run $59 US. There are also other types of filters such as variable ND filters, circular polarizers, and light pollution reduction filters by Freewell. They all have varying prices, but most cost between $20 to $30 US per filter, or you can buy combinations of filters. Or you can get 14 filters for a whopping $289 US. So this is by far the most expensive item in this video, but if you want to take full cinematic advantage of the Pocket 3, then these filters can really help improve your image quality. Now, before I talk about the other 9 Pocket 3 accessories that I have here, let's talk more about cinematic videos for a minute. What makes a video cinematic is not only the camera and the settings that you use, but also how you edit the video. When I first started making YouTube videos, I was using Final Cut Pro to edit my videos. But nearly a year ago, I switched over to DaVinci Resolve because it's free and it also offers a lot more professional level settings compared to Final Cut. So to help with my transition, I turned to Skillshare, the sponsor of today's video. I chose Skillshare over other platforms for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's taught by real professionals who actually work in the industry. And number two, you can take one-off courses, or you can choose learning paths with multiple courses that you take in order. I ended up choosing this DaVinci Resolve learning path with 5 courses, and in just over 5 hours, I could confidently edit a whole video in Resolve, even though I knew nothing about the program when I first started. Because Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, it has thousands of courses and learning paths to help you go from novice to pro in a variety of subjects. So even if you want to learn to edit in another video editing program such as Final Cut, Adobe Premiere, or even CapCut, there are learning paths on all of those video editing programs too. The first 500 people to use my link in the description below will get a 1-month free trial to Skillshare. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. And with that, let's talk more about DJI Pocket 3 accessories, specifically alternative carrying cases. If you only get the Pocket 3 without the Creator Combo extras, you get this protective case, but it only covers about half of the camera. And there's only room to hold filters, no other accessories. So if you didn't get the Creator Combo, I would recommend getting a protective case for the Pocket 3 and your accessories. Now this zippered hardshell case is only $20, and it snugly fits the Pocket 3 with the base attached inside of the official DJI protection case. And on top, there's this zippered mesh pocket for storing small accessories like connection cables or filters. I really like that this case fully protects the Pocket 3, not just half protects it. So you can drop it or even spill water on it, and it's a lot more protected than if you just were to use this stock case that it comes with. Now, if you have more accessories that you bought for the Pocket 3, or you got the Creator Combo, then this much bigger hardshell case might be a better option. Now the Creator Combo does come with its own zippered case, but it's soft, and honestly, when you unzip it, it's a little hard to see everything that's inside. This alternative case is just $24, and it opens flat so you can see everything that's inside. There are form-fitted slots for each piece of the Creator Combo, including the Pocket 3 in the DJI case, the short base and the battery base, the mini tripod, and a single DJI Mic 2 transmitter. There's also a thin mesh pocket up top for storing cables or filters, and little expandable pockets for other knickknacks, like maybe SD cards. On the outside, it's zippered, and it comes with a carrying handle as well as optional shoulder straps for easy carry. The next accessory is a cover that protects the LCD screen of the Pocket 3 and also locks the gimbal into place, so it keeps the most vulnerable parts of the camera protected. It's a lot more minimal than the somewhat bulky case that DJI provides, and it makes it really easy to stick the Pocket 3 into a bag or a pocket and quickly pop it out and start filming without having to fiddle with the extra accessories. My only beef with this is that the plastic that it's made out of is a little bit thin and flimsy. And it does only cost $14, but I do have my doubts about how this will hold up well over time. But for the price and what it does, I think it could be well worth it for some of you out there, but I would really love to see a better quality version of this product out in the market. Next up is a very simple camera stand base. Now the Pocket 3 fits inside of it really nicely, and it gives you a stable base to let the camera sit on its own. You can balance the Pocket 3 by itself, but it is very precarious, and I don't want to tell you how many times I've accidentally knocked it over this way, so I don't recommend doing that. Using a base like this gives you more peace of mind. And it's also less bulky and faster to attach to the camera than using the mini tripod that DJI includes in the Creator Combo. Also, it still allows for access to the USB-C port on the bottom of the camera, so you can charge it or transfer data off of the camera without removing it from this base. Next up is an alternative to the official DJI expansion adapter. So for $19, DJI sells this adapter that adds a cold shoe mount and GoPro fingers to the Pocket 3. This alternative is much more minimal, and it simply attaches to the bottom of the Pocket 3. It does not have a cold shoe mount, unfortunately, but it does have the GoPro to 1/4 inch adapter. Now this piece is key because it allows the camera to not only attach to a selfie stick or a tripod, I'll talk more about selfie sticks and tripods in the next section, but you can also move the camera to better position the LCD to see what you're shooting. This is a super simple accessory that unfortunately does feel as cheap as it costs, so I once again wish that it was better made, but the idea here is great, and I have ended up using this more than I expected just because of how minimal it is and how I still get access to the GoPro fingers. In this last section, I'll go over some of my favorite extension poles and tripods for using with the Pocket 3. Because as much as I love this camera, my arms are rather short, so I do find that extension poles really help me out when I'm filming. First is the Insta360 selfie stick, which if you've seen any of my previous videos, I talk about this a lot because I've long used it with my action cameras. This is the exact same stick, by the way, so it really holds up well, even if you use it a lot. But I love it because it's made out of really strong material, but it's still very lightweight, and it easily extends and shortens just by pulling and pushing it. It also comes in different lengths, but I find that the 70cm version is the sweet spot for vlogging with compact cameras. And it's also super affordable, it's like $10. I highly recommend not just attaching the selfie stick to the bottom of the Pocket 3, but also using it with either the expansion adapter with the GoPro fingers to let you adjust the angle of the Pocket 3, or getting yourself a mini ball head to really fine-tune the position of the camera and the LCD screen. Now, if you're looking for a compact tripod that also extends for the Pocket 3, then I'd recommend using the Insta360 selfie stick and attaching a mini tripod to the base, or getting the Insta360 extendable tripod, which can extend to 105 centimeters. Now again, I would use this with the GoPro fingers or a mini ball head if you want to angle the camera in a specific way. But look at how compact this is. I love that this is both a combination tripod and an extension stick all in one. Finally, my favorite mini extendable tripod for the Pocket 3, that I probably end up using the most if I'm honest, is this guy by PGY Tech. It's much more compact than the Insta360 versions, and it comes with a mini tripod and also an extension column, but it is a little bit shorter. It goes out to a maximum of 40 centimeters, which for me, being a little bit shorter, is the ideal length to walk and vlog with the Pocket 3. But perhaps the best part of all is that it comes with the GoPro finger mount, so you can adjust the camera angle without buying another adapter. So those are 11 DJI Pocket 3 accessories that are made by third parties, not made by DJI. Most of these are, again, really cheap. Sometimes it does show in the build quality. So for these two products in particular, I do find them useful, but again, just be wary that they're not the best build quality. But for the price, I think that they can be really nice for what they offer. But the rest of these, pretty high quality, still very cheap with the exception of these freewheel filters, definitely the most expensive. But again, if you really need a bunch of high quality filters, then this is the way to go because you get 14 of them in this pack, which is pretty insane. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, tell me if you've seen any other Pocket 3 accessories out in the market that seem to be innovative or really cool, because I kind of struggled to find them, to be honest. I really thought that there'd be more out in the market at this point, but yeah, these are the only ones I could find that I thought were worth talking about. But let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you in the next video.